Okay, so now we've set up the blog very basically. It's enough to get you started. So what we're going to do now is we're going to write a post. So here we go, writing a post. I just want to show you one thing. Down here you've got your stats. If you want to see if anybody's been in a look at your blog or whatever, you can go and have a look down there. I don't even know what this is. Like I said, I haven't used WordPress for ages. Wordpress, not WordPress. Interesting. Right, so you're going to write a post. So here we go. Write your first post. Okay, so the title of your post is, I'll call it paper review, just for chits and giggles. Right. Where's post setting? What that is? Status, which I'm showing. Yeah, lots has changed, since I last used WordPress properly. Anyway, right. So, paper review. Today I bought some paper, and it was very nice. That'll do. For a blog post. Right, so we're going to go to here and we're going to add some media. So this is where we're going to add a photograph. I didn't even know because it used to have a little picture before, but anyway, like I say, it's changed. Add from Google, add a contact form, add a payment button. Well, I'm going to add some media and add a picture. So I'm just going to add this picture here. Now you can choose where you're adding your pictures or your media from. Stored images and documents, videos, audio, whatever you're going to be adding. I'm just having a little quick look myself, to be honest. Add new would be you'd upload it from your computer. So I'm just going to use this little light one, and I'm going to insert the picture. And that's it. I've written a blog post. Now, if you want to change your font and things like that, you do a design, but there's really no need. There's nothing wrong with this font. You don't need to make things hard on yourself. And then a basic blog post will have a little bit of an introduction, like, hi, thanks for popping in, this is what I'm talking about. Bought some paper, it's very nice, here's a picture of the paper. You can put a caption in, you can make your picture, just use the little, click on it and use the drag handles, make it smaller. You can make it so it's at the left, or you can make it so it's at the right, or you can make it so it's in the middle. You can make it so it sits nicely between text. You can caption your picture, so you can put lights if you want to put caption on your picture. What else can you do? You can edit your picture. That's a new one. Is that actually editing your picture? It doesn't actually let you edit it, as in filter it or anything like that, crop it or anything like that. So you can do all those things to your picture. Or you can add a link if you want to. If you want your picture to link something, you can click. So if you want to add a link, you can buy some. You can buy some from Tesco. Right. So you just want to add a link to that. So you just highlight that, and all you do is you just click on it, drag your mouse across, and let it go, and then you can just put your link in, and you can put your link to Tesco, which is tesco.co.uk or whatever it is, and then you can add your link. Okay, just basic, simple, easy thing to do. You can change your font depending on which one of these you want to use. You can bold things just like you do with the normal word processor. You can tell it things with bullets. You can quote things. There's all sorts you can do. If you want to add any HTML, so if you want to add like a list of, if you're a craft blogger and you want to add a list of things that you've used in making something from somewhere like My Stamping Blog, then you might want to add some HTML there. You can have a look at what it looks like by clicking preview. That's what it would look like on a tablet. That's what it would look like on a phone. And that's what it would look like on a desktop. after a while, once you've looked at your analytics and stuff, you can see if most of your traffic comes from people using laptops or desktops or mobiles or tablets or something. And if all of your traffic is coming from people using smartphones, you just make sure that your smartphone setup is really good. And I can always show you how to do that. If you want to know, just say so and I'll show you. I don't know how to do it on WordPress, but I can figure it out. So we've got status, so publish immediately, or you can schedule it. And you just choose a date and a time. Make sure your time zone settings are correct. Who are you going to show it to? Public, admins and editors, or password protect it. If you didn't know, you can password protect posts. So if you had, say, some customers who you wanted to be able to read a certain post, or some friends, say you wanted any posts with photographs of your children in, for instance, only your family and friends to be able to access, you could give them a password, and then you could password protect those posts. Stick it on the front page so that it gets noticed. This is how many times it's been reviewed. Categories and tags. Use categories and tags because that helps people find your post. So a category might be, this one was about some paper, so it might be a paper, papercraft, Tesco, review, bargain, just words like that. But your category, that would be your tags, but your category would probably just be papercraft or shopping or review, or all of them. Your featured image, so if you've got more than one image in your blog, you can choose which one appears in like your shortcut or your excerpt, or if you're sharing it, sorry I've got hiccups, or if you're sharing it to YouTube, it'll be the image that appears on YouTube. Sharing, that's if you want to share it to, there'll be buttons down there when you look at it in preview mode if you want to share it to different social media. Your post format is standard. This is quite interesting. You don't really need all of this, but yeah, so that's your, remember always to save everything after you've changed it. So this is what your post would look like. This is what your post would look like on a desktop. And his craft box. So I mean, you might want to put that in a different font. You might want to replace it with a picture. Just add a widget in there or whatever. Paper review. Should I put some paper? It's very nice. Publish. That's me. That's my first blog post, so people can comment here. And then you can respond to their comments. They can go to your social media sites. So yeah, that's all you need to know to get started. And then once your post is ready, you just click publish and it'll go live, and it'll jump to the top of Reader, and anyone who's following you, it'll appear in their Reader. Top tip, you want people to follow your blog, you've got to follow people's blogs. And there's lots of people out there who are like, oh, follow my blog and I'll follow yours, and they don't. They'll follow you. They want everyone to follow theirs, but they can't be bothered to follow anyone back. I don't know why they feel so superior or whatever. But you know, follow for follow really, and follow things that you are interested in and that you enjoy reading, and comment on other people's stuff, and they'll go back and look at yours. And don't just stick, if you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator, for instance, don't just stick to Stampin' Up demonstrators as your friends and followers and likers and supporters, because they're not going to buy anything from you. If your aim is to sell product to people, you don't want to be followed by a load of Stampin' Up demonstrators. They're your competitors. They're not going to buy anything. You might be able to get some inspiration and share ideas and things like that, but you know, you can't just stick at that group. They're a great group of people to start with because you can expand into other groups, but go for people who are going to buy your products, not people who are doing what you're doing. You know, Tesco don't spend their life being mates with Asda's. They look and see what Asda's are up to and try and be better than them, and keep abreast of what they're doing, but they're not best mates with them. They don't follow everything they do and like all their... When do you see Tesco liking Asda's Instagram pictures and Facebook statuses? It doesn't happen. They're competitors. So think about that element. There's the community element with crafting, okay, and it's good. You know, I follow other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators who I really like, and I want to support them as well, which is another element, but I have to look beyond them for the people that are going to be my customers. So get involved, join in discussions, comment, chat on things that aren't anything to do with craft. And this is one good thing about WordPress, is that you can... I've got my professional websites with WordPress, and it's a really good thing because, you know, you can really get involved in discussions and debates, and a lot of bloggers like to debate and discuss in adult intellectual ways and stuff, and you know, there's you might tap into more people that are, you know, looking for ways to relax and de-stress and be creative, and you know, are just open to new ideas and new concepts and things. So don't just stick to crafters, because that's not going to get you where you want to be, unless that is all you want to do, is to make friends with other crafters and network with them, and you're not really profit motivated. I'm not profit motivated with Stampin' Up! Because it's not the be all and end all for me. I make a living doing other things, but I like the networking element, and there's still a little bit of me in there who wants to sort of test out the business model. So, you know, just think of that. I'm sorry for waffling on, but it's really important. A lot of people say, oh, I've had a blog and I've got no followers, or I've got a blog and I've got loads of followers, but nobody buys anything from me. Just think about your audience and think about who you want following you. Okay? So anything else I can help you with, let me know. If you want to write another post, just write another post and off you go. They're my other sites. But yeah, so I hope that helped you, and thanks for watching.